Hello everyone, my name is Nebert, Gabura. I'm the CEO of E.A.T Education Agency. And this festive season, we'll put together an exciting 5 days of Christmas package for you. Now, this program is meant to really set the pace for 2025, and we want to share a lot of opportunities that were put together for you, be it education, be it career training, be it work. So we have put together a lineup of experts. Next 5 days, starting on the 16th. And these experts will be coming here to share their words of wisdom regarding different programs that we have, study abroad, work opportunities, remote work, career guidance. So make it a point to mark your calendars. Starting on the 16th of December, we will be live and you don't want to miss it. In the 5 days of Christmas, which start on the 16th of December, we are going to be talking about our new agriculture program and our new destinations that we'll be launching in 2025. So we have always done Denmark and a few destinations in Germany and Netherlands. But now we are adding other 2 new destinations, that is US and Sweden. We're looking forward to sharing with you the new destinations for our agriculture students, both the current students and graduates. As part of our 5 days of Christmas, we will have a webinar on the 17th of December focusing on the hospitality sector. And of course, our programs are all external. So with the hospitality program, our participants are able to go and get hands-on training in Asia, in Europe, and USA. And the minimum qualification are certificate holders. So certificate holders, diploma, bachelors are all eligible for this program. So we can't wait to share this with you. So in the webinar of the 18th, we have put together a team of scholarship experts, and they will be giving us guidelines on how you guys can access scholarships in Europe, in USA, in Asia, and all these scholarships are fully funded. They will cover your tuition, stipend, they'll give you a stipend, they'll give you accommodation, and some scholarships will even go as far as covering your air tickets. So we're looking forward to sharing this information with you. It's on the 19th at 3 p.m. We will have an exclusive webinar with our partners in the US, Nextford University, known for its flexible and pocket-friendly international programs, both at undergraduate and postgraduate level. If you're looking to do your master's, if you're looking to upgrade your master's to your PhD in the comfort of your home without having to travel abroad, then Nextford is your partner, and they will be with us on the 19th at 3 p.m. to share with us details regarding their program, the admission criteria, and how you can be part of them. So we'll be concluding our 5 days of Christmas, and we thought there was no better way to do it than bringing in a remote work expert. You guys must have heard of opportunities of remote work and business process outsourcing, wondering how it works. What does it mean to work for a US company while you are based in Uganda? What does it mean to work for a company?
Hello. Hi, Fadhila. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hi, Sarah.
Mr. Nebert is here too. All right, then let's get it started. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to EduServe Education. And this is a place where we open doors to global opportunities. And in tonight's, or rather today's webinar, we're going to be talking about the new hospitality paid internships in Asia and Europe. My name is Fadhila Saad. I am the PRO at EduServe Education Agency. And with me on the webinar is Miss Fadhila Saad, and she's the Director of Programs, and Mr. Gabura Nebert, CEO of EduServe Education Agency. Good evening.
Hi, Sarah. Good evening to you.
Yes. So let's get into it. Okay, so we have been promising a number of new internships coming 2025, and everybody has been very excited. Yesterday we had the first webinar, and we're talking about the agriculture internships in Denmark, and we got some really, really great feedback. Today we're going to be talking about hospitality. So I'll start with you, Ms. Fadhila. Can you give us an overview of the new hospitality traineeship programs and what are the key highlights?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Sarah, for that question. Oh, I have feedback. It means I may have to get earphones if I don't want feedback. But I'm, uh, I want to thank everyone who has joined our live today. Welcome. My name is Fadhila. And of course, Sarah, next year, 2025, we are so excited about the hospitality program and all the new destinations we have. And the new exciting thing is this time the hospitality program is open to even certificate holders. So as we continue to engage in this live, I am more than honored to be able to share details about our new exciting hospitality paid internships.
All right. So, what are some of the new hospitality traineeship program? You said certificate holders are also going to be able to apply and join this program. So, what career professions are going to be involved in the hospitality program?
Well, the hospitality program is quite, when you look at hospitality, it is quite broad. And so we are talking to people who are in culinary. Those are chefs. When we talk about chefs, people who have practiced culinary, they're bakers, they're people who just cook, they're people who do soups, the full service. Then we talk about food and beverage, front office, guest relations and management, housekeeping, and of course, this time we have also involved people who want to do hotel management and event management, all internship in that.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. So, I'd like to ask Mr. Nebert, um, why has it taken so long to get this program started? There's been a lot of concerns that that it has taken a long time. So how come the program has taken so long to get started?
Nebat, can you hear us?
Yes. No, but your mic is muted.
I don't know if he can hear you.
Yes, well, I think he's having some trouble.
Yeah, he's having some.
Um,
But in the meantime, I can take that question, Sarah.
yes,
The reason
yes.
the hospitality program has taken long is because, um, Libert, are you back on?
No, he's not yet on. Ah, there he is.
Is yeah, I found it gets easier. There's less feedback if you have earphones on. So I don't know if
Yes,
that's what you're doing. So I'm loud and clear now, Sarah. I think there's no feedback.
yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Can we stop recording?
Yes.
Nibat, we can hear you.
Hello, we can hear you.
Nibat, we can hear you. And Sarah had a question for you.
Yes, yes, we're recording now, but we can hear you.
Anyway, as Nibat is trying to join us, I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. So as he's trying to join us, Sarah, you had asked a very important question. Nibat, are you on? He's off.
It's gone off
Anyway,
again. I think you can proceed and answer the question.
yeah, you had asked a very important question. You were asking why has the hospitality program taken long to start. And the fact is that we had been on and off starting because when it comes to hospitality, it is a very sensitive industry, and we have been looking for very reliable partners to collaborate with. That was number one. And when I talk about collaborative partners, I'm talking about in Europe, especially USA. And of course, for a while there, we had not considered Asia because many people would associate the hospitality industry with, countries in the Middle East, and that has it does not have a very good reputation.
Yes.
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, so we were very, very intentional about finding the good partners, number one, who would be able to look after our students, make sure their welfare is taken care of, and to make sure that they deliver what they promise, and to make sure that our students will get the experience for which they signed up the internship. And that is what we've been able to do. And then number two, most of these paid internships, as you know, are fully funded and are self-funded by the students and maybe by their parents. We did not want to have a situation where students are paying for the program and then they do not have enough time to, while interning, make more money back. The internship programs are usually between 12 to 18 months, and most of the programs we had were for 1 year or maybe 8 months or 6 months, and yet for hospitality they tend to be very costly. And so that is one of the reasons why we've taken long. So we've had a lot of start stop, and our students have always been wondering, oh, I registered 2 years ago, I registered a year ago, and nothing is happening. What's going on with hospitality? Yeah, so that's the reason why hospitality has taken long to start, Sarah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And now let's talk about milestones. Yesterday on the webinar, when we were talking to Richard, he did go on to say that the agriculture program had some tremendous milestones, including the fact that about over 80 students had been, had registered and fully taken on the agriculture programs. So, what are the milestones that EDISAV has achieved this year in regard to the hospitality sector?
Oh my God, when it comes to hospitality, I think we have achieved very important milestones. And of course, the first one would be that when you look at the National Development Plan and the phase 3, the government is very keen on developing areas of hospitality. And so, in line with that, we make sure that we get the right partners on ground so that they can see us um, as partners who are able to bring this vision to life. For example, we were able to sign MOUs with Macquarie University Business School. We were able to participate in World Tourism Day and also be sponsors. We have been able to get partners in the USA, internship, hospitality internships international. And Nebert and I were invited to be on the board. So we are part of the board. We have been able to host the Hotel Managers Association of Uganda. We are trying to get hospitality to the roots. And I think another important milestone we've had is we've been able to get partners in USA and Europe who are able to organize events so that we can now have reverse internships where students from USA and Europe are going to be interning in Ugandan hotels. And I think that is very important because they'll be able to share their knowledge and also for those students to be able to experience hospitality in Uganda. And I think this is going to be big for tourism because the students who are who are traveling to Uganda to be interns. Today they are interns, but tomorrow these are going to be the ambassadors of our national parks, ambassadors of our hospitality industry. They are going to spread the news about Uganda. And when they go back and they're in their hotels working, I think that is a very important network that we are forming from the ground up. We are essentially creating the next generation of who are going to sell Uganda and the next generation of tourists. Yeah, so those have been like one of the few milestones I can remember. We have done a lot in hospitality this year, and I am so proud of us as a team, and I'm so excited for more that we're going to do in 2025.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Fadhila, and congratulations on your appointment on joining the board. Now, the other question would be, what destinations are included in the program, and what makes them unique for the trainees?
Of course, the most exciting thing about these destinations is that they were not chosen at random. These destinations happen to be the homes, and they happen to be documented as the world's leading tourism destination, especially Asia. There is Everyone has always known that people talk about Bali, people talk about Maldives, people talk about Bangkok, Hong Kong, Macau, Malaysia, Indonesia. These are destinations where there are so many flagship hotels. And with our new partners, we are going to, our Ugandan students now have an opportunity to go and intern at those flagship hotels, those seven-star hotels in these destinations. And we are hoping that when they come back, they'll be able to carry a wealth of experience and they can share
Yes.
with their peers. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So you did mention the benefits for Uganda as a whole when you said that there will be interns also coming from abroad from Asia and the US and Europe and doing the internship here in our hospitality industry. But what about the impact on the students themselves? How do they stand to benefit
F-
on the
Um,
career here in Uganda?
of course, it's going to be very good for their career. Number one, they get to travel. That is very
Yes.
important. They are going to travel. They get to see the world. Number two, these are paid internship opportunities with, I think the destination with a minimum money would be like $1,000 per month. They're given accommodation. We have gotten such good partners that they don't even have to worry about transport. They'll be transported. So that is good for them. And these internships are not only for Uganda, these are global opportunities. So which means they get to build their networks. There are going to be other students who are doing hospitality from around the world who will also be participating. So they are going to build their own network, which for a student in hospitality is very important. You have to build your own network, and they get to learn from very experienced people in the hospitality. The ones in culinary will learn from the best of chefs, and the ones who are in guest relations, they get to learn new ways of customer care, which is something that has been a big issue when it comes to hospitality in Uganda. People always complain about customer care. Yeah, so we I think we're going to benefit a lot. Yeah.
All right. So now let's talk about eligibility and the criteria. You did mention that even people with certificates can apply. So the age, what is the age range? Are there any other additional documentation and certification that someone may require to join the program?
Yeah, of course. Unlike the other programs that we've been running, this time these programs are open to certificate holders. So if someone is out there and they just have a certificate in culinary, maybe they have a certificate in pastry and baking, or maybe even as wide as there are so many people who have diplomas in international business, international relations, someone who has always wanted to do hotel management, these are open to them. These opportunities are open for people with certificates, diplomas, bachelors, and even as far as master's degrees. Now, of course, when it comes to the age limit, I think the cutoff would be, I think, around 35 or 40. Reason being, culinary hospitality is a sector where people join in at any time of their lives. So we are not looking at young people, but what we are really looking at are people who are continuing students and fresh graduates as well, who have done like maybe who have just graduated 2 years to the day. Yeah, that is what would qualify them.
All right. Okay, now let's take a few steps in the future. How do you see the hospitality internship program evolving over the next years? We did say that we did start out with a couple of, hiccups along the way where the contracts were short and the pricing for the programs were really high. So in the near future, and you remedied that by getting partners that would offer better packages for our Ugandan students. So, how do you see the program evolving in the next few years? What can we hope to expect or do even better?
When it comes to hospitality, we are not limiting ourselves as EduServe, because we are a career training center, an agency, and so
Yes.
we are always looking out for the best ways for us to bring more opportunities to our hospitality students, to our partners and stakeholders. There's a lot out there whereby we are falling behind. And so when it comes to the future, we are looking ahead. And actually, as Uganda as a country is just trying to play catch up, we have gone as far as ensuring that we collaborate with the best culinary institutes. Um, we had an opportunity early this year to go and visit the famous Utali College, which is one of the best hospitality colleges in Africa, and they shared with us so many such courses that they have, which Ugandan students, even if they're S4 dropouts or S6 dropouts, can take on. And with such partners, um, it means that we are going to be able to produce more students who can go for internships. And when they go for these internships, they are going to come back and we envision them changing the world. And we also took one of the milestones I should have talked about is we also got a partnership with the Uganda Professional Chefs Union. So with chefs on board, we are looking to standardizing, we are looking to growing and even making this sector more attractive. And also, we have gotten so many short courses that we can share with our people in our hospitality industry, and which involve even presentation. Much as they are going to go for internships, we have also prepared for them platforms and short courses where they can learn how to present themselves, how to sell themselves as a brand, how to be able to share their businesses. And there are so many things that we have in place for hospitality students. And so even those who feel they are cut off by age, or maybe they graduated 6 years ago and they can't qualify for this hospitality internship, we have so many online courses that they can do with our hospitality internships, which is based in the USA. They have amazing courses which they have, and these are for students, these are for people in the industry, whereby they learn these courses, they become professionals, and then after that, they get them on a network where they can network with hotel owners, recreation center owners, all the way from USA, all the way to Europe. And one of the people who moderate and also teaching in the courses are people who own Disney. So that is it's a very big partnership for us, because Disney, much as it's known for movies and production, they also are big in hospitality. They have cruise lines and they do have a lot of recreation centers. So that's why we are giving them platforms whereby we no longer have to be the middleman. when they get these courses and learn, they are given an opportunity to be able to network with these people on their own, get their own networks, and organize their own internships abroad. So I think we are taking the right direction here.
All right. And what about any success stories? Could you share any success stories or any feedback from any participants in a similar program or someone that has already taken on hospitality?
Unfortunately, we are actually going to start taking our students probably
Yes.
next year because we are launching a new program. However, this time we have taken steps to ensure that they're very successful because when students apply for our hospitality programs, they get an opportunity to be interviewed by these, like I mentioned, these leading flagship
International
hotels.
recruiter.
Yeah, they are going to
Yes.
get interviewed, and where they get placed, that's where they go to intern. So we are going to go a step further and even interview them, teach them interview skills, help them, support them with CV writing, resume writing, so that they can be able to pass these interviews. Now, when they are placed, just be sure we are going to document our success stories. We are going to be out there just sharing all these stories about how they are making a difference. Yeah.
All right. So you did talk about how Disney is also involved and how a number of flagship hospitality hotels and you know and businesses are also going to be involved in the program. Now that would definitely get somebody very excited. And the question of the fee structure comes in. So what is the fee structure for the program and what does it cover?
Okay. This
And
program is going
also,
to cost.
yes, and also I just wanted to add on, and also, are there any special, say, offers where somebody could probably get a sponsorship or maybe get a loan? Because with the agriculture program, that is also that is something that is offered to the students. So is it the same with the hospitality program as well? Those are two questions. Yes.
Well, first of all, I agree with you. The loan scheme for our internship has been a very amazing program, and it has been very beneficial to our students who want to apply to go as interns. And of course, with the response, so far we have students who have applied. Excuse me. We have students who have applied for hospitality, but so far none of them has asked for a loan because interviews are going to start as early as 13th January for the few who have shared their CVs and everything. With hospitality, since this is self-funded, the whole program will cost 12 million. It's the standard payment as agriculture. And of course, they always start with a deposit, and then we have to take interviews. They pay in small increments for every stage of the process. They'll be interviewed, probably three or four, and once those interviews are done, um, when they finally get a placement, then they get a contract, then they have to pay the other program fees, and then once that's done, we'll start on the process of their visas and up to the area of air tickets where we can send them off. As is the culture at EduServe, we always drop our interns at the airport, we give them to departure training, we really help them comfortable and also talk to them so that we can manage their expectations. Yes,
All
I think depending on the demand, we're always going to support our students because at EduServe, it's all about how much we can help you push your internship or your career to the next level. Our loans actually have zero interest. It's about giving someone a loan and then making sure that they have the discipline to pay it back in a period of 6 months. Yeah,
yes.
so the kind of money they earn, we our students have been very good for the last 2 3 years. We have no defaulters, they pay on time, and we hope that this is something that will carry on from agriculture internships to hospitality as well. Yeah.
All right. And you did mention about departure training that the students can be able to manage their expectations. So I wanted to ask, what does the training involve and what kind of support are they given to help them adapt to the diverse, of course, culture environments that they will encounter when they do leave Uganda?
Okay. First of all, just to be clear, our students who do hospitality here, most likely towards, especially those who go through diploma and bachelors, they do have internships they do here in Uganda. They're always, I think they're examined by DIT or I think City Council or something like that, and they're usually for 3 months. Now, with these internships that are done with their local institutions, they always have to rotate. They go to every department. They'll usually start out maybe in culinary, then they'll do service where they will also be like waiters, waitresses, then they'll go to concierge, and then they'll take them to front office, and then back office, and then housekeeping. They usually do that whole rotation. However, the difference with this internship is that you only get to intern in what you want to specialize in. Sarah, can you hear me? You get to intern in what you specialize in. So if you are someone who's always been interested in front office, that is how we are going to help you make your application. That is how we are going to help you and support you till you can get placements in maybe front office, maybe foods and beverage, hotel management. That is how we're going to support you. So, and we are hoping that when you come back, to you'll be able to rejoin. I think I've lost everyone, but I see there's some questions here as I wait for Sarah to rejoin. So Jeannie is asking, is it possible for a student to be retrained after their internship through your program? I think it's possible. It's possible. It depends. Like if you've interned maybe in culinary and now you want to be retrained, or retained. Okay, sorry, retained. Yeah, it is very possible. We've had so many cases for students who want to be retained, and when they are retained, we encourage them to come back, and so that we can help them get work permits. Yeah. There's a question here from Mugaga Edward. He's asking, how about someone working under hospitality? Are they able to get these opportunities? Of course, you can get these opportunities, but what we've been encouraging students to do is to make sure at least go and enroll, apply for a short course, maybe maybe in service or maybe as a barrister, anything. Those 1 month, 2 month courses, or you come to our offices, plot 30 Bukoto Street, come and we'll be able to guide you on the courses you can do. We have partnerships with so many training agencies in Uganda. We can train you, get a certificate diploma, then you will be able to qualify for these programs. Again, Edward is asking, and is it possible if one would want to go study short courses in Europe under hospitalities? We do not have opportunities for short courses, but we do have a very good program for hospitality in Cyprus, in Malta. You can do diploma and bachelors. And with Cyprus, especially when you are doing your bachelor's program there, when you take during your school break, you're able to go for internship. So that is something very important. Sarah, you're back.
I'm back. I'm so sorry. I apologize for that.
It's okay. We're just taking the questions. There was something here from Edward. He was asking if it's possible if one would love to go study the short courses in Europe under hospitality. And I was telling him, yes, we do have short programs for that. No, we don't have the short programs. We do have bachelors, and we do have diplomas, and we also even have scholarship opportunities for people who want to go study hospitality in France. So that is something, if someone is interested in, they can join in tomorrow. We're going our study abroad team. They'll be live and they'll be talking about the scholarship opportunities which are open for 2025. And one of them should be for hospitality students, and that will be in France. Those who
Yes.
want to study hospitality in France, you want to get scholarships, those opportunities are there, fully funded, accommodation, and the very best hotels. You can go do your hospitality, proper bachelor's or master's in France. And we have
Yes.
Cyprus where you can go study, and when you have your breaks, you do a short paid internship for those short holidays. So that is something I think we can look forward to.
Yes. And then we have another question here from Jimmy Paula, and she goes on to say, if I have a diploma in hospitality and want to upgrade, do these scholarships allow me to work as I study?
No, an internship is already a form of study.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about scholarships. Yeah, the scholarships come with work opportunities. For most European countries, it's 20 hours a week. You can work, and so that you can upgrade. Yeah,
Yes.
so the scholarships allow people to work. That's the beauty of them. Yeah,
Yes.
so I think
And
out of
no, you were saying, I'm sorry, I cut you short.
I'm like the opportunities are very good. Yeah.
Yeah. All
Mm.
right. And I wanted to ask, she does raise a point of she has a diploma, she wanted to upgrade. You did not mention the general application requirements. What should one have on them on hand when they're applying for this for the program? What must they have, or what should they start, working on to say passports, say references, whatever the case may be? What general application requirements would they need?
Yeah, so of course they have to start with a passport because these internships are abroad. So of course a passport is very important. They must have a passport. And number two, they should be ready to undergo medical tests. If you're in the service industry, they are very keen on, contagious diseases. If you have TB, if you have some skin diseases, these days they talk about COVID. Yeah, so if you have diseases, those communicable diseases, of course, you're not going to qualify. So you should be ready to go for medical tests. And then, of course, they should be able to have their academic documents. That's why it's very important to have like a transcript and, of course, recommendation letters from their professors, from their academic registers. And of course, if you're going to apply to have a certificate, you have to ensure that where you did your short course from, your certificate or diploma, is examined and approved by DIT. That is very key. It should be under DIT. It can't be some funny place where you did a scholarship. It has to be examined and, approved by a very recognizable institution. Yeah. I think those would be the main things that would really be needed.
All right. And you did talk about the students who apply and who would want to go being subjected to certain tests, medical examinations. But what about them, and how will the program ensure their safety and well-being while they are undertaking the program?
Well, it depends on what they have. There are some chronic diseases that can be managed that you can live with, and there's some that honestly the program will still be too complicated because they do offer medical insurance and coverage, and it's not usually the program, but the insurance people are usually very hesitant to cover diseases that are going to end up costing
Yes.
you more because you're spending more time in the hospital than actually the internship. So it's not like they're not inclusive or they are being segregative. It just doesn't make sense for you to pay money to go for it's like medical tourism as opposed to nothing. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So, also, I have two last questions. What advice would you give to students and graduates considering joining the program?
I think from experience, my advice would be you, well, I've noticed from experience during these interviews, the interview attitude. If you have a pleasing attitude, what they're usually looking for is, are you able to be a team player? How are your leadership skills? How are your problem solving skills? How are your instruction how do you follow instructions with rapport with others? How is your memory? Are you able to be, learn something and then like for a week and then you're able to recreate the same thing? Can you pay attention? And also with hospitality, like I said, it's attitude. You have to be, for someone to be in hospitality, you have to be a person with willingness to learn, willingness to allow to be coached. You should be someone who is always looking out for the well-being of people, because you never know with hospitality, you never know what's going to happen. You should be someone who is flexible, who is okay with, working and the intention about your goals. This is what I want to do. It's mainly that is the advice I would give them. Like, just go to these places and take advantage of all the opportunities you have to ensure that you have a wholesome experience and something that when you come back will serve you for the rest of your career. Yeah.
All right. And lastly, can you tell us about the processing time for applications? And are there any deadlines that we should look out for?
Well, it's I wouldn't say we have deadlines. What we do have interview windows, because for students to be placed, they do have to be interviewed. Right now, we have been reaching out to many of the students who have been in our system and database for so long. They would call them and tell them, "Oh, now we are here, we are ready to go. We don't have webinars," and then after the program comes to a standstill, maybe because it has something to do with visa issues. There's a lot of complication out there that our CEO had been, if he was on, he would have been able to clarify and speak more to this. Yeah. So when when it comes to our, he would have been able to clarify on this, but when it comes to when it comes to the students who want to join this program, um, sorry, there's something I'm trying to fix here. Oh, okay. I think I muted the phone. So where were we, Sarah?
No, you are talking about that there are things that our CEO would be able to clarify.
Yeah,
And
while the
you
program.
said there's an window. Yes.
Oh yes, I was talking about our students. We've been able to call them start, stop, start, stop. Yeah, we're talking about deadline, start, stop. But this time, this is something that has been concluded. It's a done deal. We do not have deadlines per se. What we do have are interview windows. We do have interviews from 13th of January that will run for 10 days, but those will be for students in uh, food and beverage, culinary, and housekeeping. And so we've been reaching out to them, telling them, please bring in your CVs, your resumes, come to office, encouraging them to ensure they have paid up their first registration deposit and everything, so that we can be able to, before 13th January, we can be able to put them together and we start taking them through interviews, like mock interviews. We want to prepare them for interviews and show them the different platforms, how they can prepare, how to present themselves, how to speak. We just want them to prepare. So usually it's better if someone is applies and gets everything in order so that we can take them through these mock interviews. But by the time they are ready for the real interview, their success is guaranteed. But other than that, this is an ongoing program. There's no deadline. People can apply at any time in the year. The only thing they have to be very, very aware of is their interview period. So if maybe you have applied maybe in January and you want events management, until our partners let us know that now we are interviewing for events management, that's when we reach out to them and let them know, like, guys, everyone who wanted to be internship in events management, they are going to be interviewing in March. Now that's when we'll start calling them on. So right now we are mainly reaching out to students of culinary, housekeeping, and F&B, because those are the active interviews we are going to have starting January 13th. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Fadhila. So I'd like to open the floor to anybody who has any questions. We had some questions already, but do we have any others? This is your opportunity to ask us anything right now.
Yeah, actually, I don't think there are any new questions. However, our lines are open and they can always go to our
Yes.
website and apply. We have our official lines that they can always they will be able to call. They can send messages to 0756764686 296. Those are official numbers.
Yes.
They can always send messages, but most importantly, they can go to our website and apply, and the communication team will be right with them. They'll respond to them.
All right.
Yeah. And they
Okay,
can
maybe
also
just
feel
one.
free to come to our
So go
offices.
on.
Let's start with the street. We are always happy to receive you.
Yes, and also please don't forget to follow us across all social media platforms, and that's at EduServe Education Agency. And on our website, you can reach out to us on our website at www.eduserveeducation.com. I just have one question as we close. Maybe let's talk about just briefly. Let us know about the most common questions and concerns that you receive from students that are interested in the hospitality internship.
Of course, we always get those, and that is people who have been, I think, traumatized or concerned by what happened in the Middle East countries. Many parents, the many schools we connect with are always concerned. Are they actually going to do hospitality, or they're going to do some kind of, they're going to be domestic workers? Because most people are worried that maybe this is a new form of taking people for domestic work. No, these are actually student beneficial opportunities, and that is why someone can't just walk off the street and be, and qualify for these programs. You have to be a student who's continuing, or you must be a student who wants to grow in the hospitality profession. So it means you have some certificates or a diploma, and for us, our job is to guide you in your career path, your career growth. But yes, we do get that concern a lot with parents. They're always wondering, will they be okay? Are they going to be safe? What are the working hours? What are they going to be doing? And I would say with hospitality, with most hotels, when you're in the service industry, you have to be ready for everything. At one time, it can only be, you're working your normal 8 hours, you go. However, if maybe the hotel where you're interning has a big event, then
Yes.
you'll find yourself on your feet the whole day, because as interns, you're the ones who are going to be put at the forefront. So, like I said, for you to be able to work in the hospitality industry, you have to be very flexible.
Yes. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you so much, Ms. Fadila. Thank you so much. This was a very insightful conversation. It's a shame we couldn't get Mr. Nebert on the webinar as well, but it's all right. We definitely got all the information that we needed. And please don't forget that EduServe is dedicated to providing students with access to top tier educational institutions worldwide. And we do have an expert team of counselors to guide the students every step of the application process. We are with you every step of the process from beginning to end to your airport drop off. We are we're definitely your one-stop center for all your educational needs, and we look forward to holding your hand as you acquire higher education. And also, we also have university applications to language, applications, yes, to language proficiency tests. So it doesn't matter where you're going in the world, we will be teaching you the language, whether you're going to Asia, to Europe, anywhere in Europe. Like you said, in France, there's going to be, some opportunities open there. We'll definitely teach you how to speak the language and also just coach you through what you should expect while you arrive. All right, that is it for me. Thank you so much, Miss Fadhila. Yes, thank you so much. And please don't forget that we are still going to be having webinars up until the 20th of December. That is part of our 5 days of Christmas program. And we are sharing with you all the opportunities that we are going to be having at the beginning of next year, 2025. We are so excited and we look forward to holding your hand as you take your next steps in, of course, getting a brighter future. All right. Thank you so much and have a good night.
Good night, Sarah.
Good night, Miss Fadhila.